Heyo. Good morning, everybody. Hey, VVox. Man, O24 is coming out with some hot emotes. The cherry blossoms. That one looks cool. Yo, Tom's here. What up, Tom? Welcome in. I just say Tom in chat.
Tom Voxel's probably in the chat.
Hey, Tom Voxel. How are you? Welcome, buddy.
Tom Voxel.
Welcome, welcome.
What's up?
Tom Voxel's here. Oh, we also got V, of course. Cold Cuts and Cheese. Welcome, Cold Cuts and Cheese. Sparky's Nickel. Good morning. Cheers. OG Shakespeare. Welcome. Hi, Sparky. What up, Sparky?
Really on a scale of skadoosh.
Really on a scale of skadoosh. Exactly. Yo, Wicked. What up, Wicked? Vox Machina. Welcome. Hey, Alex Mirza. How you doing, dude? Welcome in. Sad fam. OG Shakespeare, get some sleep. I haven't been up for 12 hours. Oh, I see. I went to bed pretty late myself. I get in these weird habits where I'm awake for, like 10 hours at a time, but then I sleep 4 hours. And so it's like this weird loop. And so I went to bed at like 2. So that means like 6 hours of sleep. So yeah, I have enough rest. But I know I'm going to take like a fat nap in the afternoon. So we'll see what happens. So today we get to revisit the Iron Gauntlet map. So I'm going to be terraforming a bit. We're kind of building out a gauntlet. So if you haven't ever heard that term before, that means like a straight, like a linear path that has challenges all along the way. Sorry, I'm still like getting food out of my teeth, drinking some water, hydrating. Is anyone else here take naps? Over the last like 6 months, naps have become like normal for me. Before in the past, I was like, naps are boring. Naps are for old people. But now I understand why old people take naps. It is amazing. So let's just play through the map real quick. We can see where we left off. The last thing we left off on was I was making touche. Like when you get close to him. If I recall, we had mushrooms that he would spawn out of the ground. And they would like rise and deal damage to the player. But it looks like we left it in a weird spot. And then over here was where you're supposed to start. And so you would spawn in here. Chester says, get good or get out. They walk through the gates. This guy will give you your first quest. If you need a weapon, somebody over here will say like, hey, get a weapon. And you would talk to this and it would spawn one of a couple weapons. And so we can see over in the distance that it's randomly choosing a weapon for me. So for this game walkthrough, I got this weapon, the Corrupted Blade. If I nap, after nap I feel sick. Hey Merrick, what's up, dude? Looks like Dorkbot's still waking up too. Dorkbot, parkour!
Parkour! Get off! Get off! Okay.
But good morning, Merrick. Or afternoon, or evening. Squish! So you would squish all the bugs inside this cave. Squish. Squish. And there's a rat. And so once you squish them all, it's going to drop down a ladder. Spoilers. But you also have to like run and like catch all the bugs because they are running away from you. So you have to like get on top of them. Squish. Squish. Come here. Come here. Okay. So then he says, I've dropped a ladder at the end. So you get to climb out. And you reach a checkpoint. And then we were working on this boss over here, which was assigned to us by Mr. Wizzy himself. So this phoenix will spawn as an egg, but then when you destroy the egg, the phoenix then spawns. But I didn't like how that turned out, so we're probably going to revisit that. But then you finish the quest. Maybe we'll have something special happen. But the Wizzy will say, oh, I made these platforms start working. Whoops. And so now the objective is going to be to jump up here. Which is a pretty simple kind of parkour course. Except parkour.
Parkour!
Naps make you groggy, says Sparky. Well, that's if you don't get enough sleep. Ugh. Am I really not that good at parkour? I thought I was at least somewhat decent.
Parkour!
Now I have to prove myself. No!
play video games.
I promise.
I'm just gonna.
So I got to catch some of the Vision X and Rad Condats stream last night. They were playing TFT. Does anyone here else play? It looked like you guys, or at least you know some of you that were there, were just chatting them up. Did I already play Road Run? Hey Ben, what's up? I remember you asking, Ben.
There's no way out.
There's no way out. Hey Maxie, what's up? Ben, I would like to play Road Run for you. They finished 30 minutes ago. Wow. Oh jeez. So they started when I went to bed. So they kept going, huh? Maxie, thanks for the resub, dude. Appreciate it, Maxie. Maxing out the credit card. That's stupid. No, Game Maker, don't crash on me. Hey RD 0007, what up, dude? Keep your top shot, welcome. I had to restart Game Maker, but I'm gonna play Road Run. I remember promising to play it. And Ben just popped in, so why not? Let's play it real quick. Give it a quick playthrough. Do you recall what page it was on? I know it was pretty early in. Road Run. But after that, I'm going to be working in the Game Maker, trying to make some cool boss mechanics. That's where we last left off, before we found out about the Gamey Jam. And when the Gamey Jam rolled around, we were like, oh, time to make a game. Whoop. Oh, Ben says 22 plus. Okie dokie. There it is. Cross the road to escape from the police. Be careful with the vehicles on the road. Hurry before the police car hits you. Oh, Ben, I remember this one. Dude, I was talking with you on Discord about this. So if you get busted by the police, it's game over. Did you give more lives to the player? So like if I get hit by a car, for example. Yeah, that's cool. And so you do automatically lose if you get caught by the police, but objective is to just keep crossing all these roads. This is very well done, by the way. I enjoy this type of game. Just gotta be careful here. There's definitely invisible walls. So like, I have a very narrow amount of space to go through. Can't update till it ends. Yeah, no worries, Ben. I think it's great as is. Yeah, like Frogger. Carotros, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. So I'm curious how far you're able to get there, Ben. Of course, it's your game. So you've got an extra practice. Let's see here. It sends me right back to the beginning. That's the only thing. It's like you get so far and then it's like, well, time to send you all the way back. I sneeze. So at least it's not a far run. Yeah, inspired me. Cool game. Yeah, for sure. This is very difficult. Yeah, I agree. Going for it. Damn. Man. I wonder how much longer I have to go. My cat just got home and she's like, hey, where's my food? Cats, you know. So I have to step away for the cat. She's looking at me. One sec, be right back. Come on. I'm back. Yo, D-Electronics, good morning. Maddox, good morning. I feel like there's a lot of people here with very bad sleep schedules. Because I, too, went to bed very late. And I saw some of you guys hanging out in streams. I'm not making it very far. Personally, I don't think my sleep schedule is anywhere near where I want it to be. It just kind of like slowly degrades into madness. Bad sleep gang, yeah, true. Cold cuts. Like, what's an optimal sleep schedule anyway? As long as you get like 8 hours, like I think that's optimal, you know? I play video games. I promise. Except right now. No. What is 8 hours? Good question, Maddox. It's whatever you want it to be. You know, I would be impressed with myself if I could beat this game, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Aw, police. I think that the police officer is a great mechanic to add because it really does prevent you from spending too long like looking. You know, like I can't stare at these cars and their patterns. I have to keep moving. And so I think it's a great idea to have that police officer too, because I don't think that was a mechanic in Frogger, for example. Also, I mean, technically speaking, you do have cars going different directions. Like that truck is in the middle of the road going left to right. So you see the truck going left to right, but you see these two other blue cars going right to left. And I mean, for the sake of the game, you know, it adds the challenge. But it is kind of like breaking the realism factor. But it's all part of the game. Like, you also don't have a cop running across the road. Okay. Man, there's a train. Yeah, excellent game. If you guys want to play it, this is called Road Run. It's on page 22 on the bottom. There's two cops waiting for me. Oh yeah, Maxi, just to be at the Jikame show. Dang. And Carachos don't even try to watch the Jikame show. Maddox, I won't tell you what to do. Alright, so I'm gonna keep trying for like another minute or two. We'll see if we can do it. That's a negative Ghost Rider. So it's like 2, 3, 2. Like, I'm having stuff spawn directly on top of me. Which sucks. Because you don't see it coming if it just spawns on you. But you kind of have to just get that timing right. Very fun game, though. Wonder if I can cheat somehow. I mean, what? I didn't say that. Like, how can I break this game? That's a question you gotta imagine, like, Alex and Joe saying. It's like, how can I break this game? That's not fair. Yeah, Carachos, that's what I'm thinking about it. It looks like their spawn points are outside the realm of play. So if you look here, there's like invisible walls. Well, you can't even see them. But like I'm running against the invisible walls. And so like obviously these cars are spawning in. If anything, because you can see their red flashing, I would even suggest like making the spawn points further away, which might be difficult now that you have everything set up. But you can see these spawn in, you know? Because of that flashing red. It's a little bit disorienting. So like, if possible, having that spawn point even further so we don't see that flashing red from the health bar. But yeah, fun game. I'm gonna try one more time until I get caught by the copper. I feel like I just have to get lucky. Literally just look. I'm not making it past those purple cars, though. Feels bad, man. But yeah, that blue card just spawned on top of me. Feels bad. GG's! Yeah, this is called Road Run, page 22. I'm out. So this was Ben's game. I'm gonna level up eventually, but there, Ben. That's a throw your controller type of game. True. Maddox, how in the world is casual? Yeah. I need my Girl Scout badge for crossing the road. Not too bad. How far away was the finish line there, Ben? But like, just having a checkpoint, you know, would have helped me get even further. Like, it would have helped me try more at this part I was stuck at. Of course, Ben. Yeah, I remember helping you over on Discord, too. And I'm glad I was able to play your game. GG's. Got those parental instincts kicking in. So where we left off on this map, I was more or less building a path. So we're going to keep building it. I'm going to have like a castle in the middle. And so this is going to be like the top here. And there's going to be like several different bosses all along the way. So I'm going to pick some blocks real quick. Or better yet, maybe we'll build some blocks. Good morning. Yeah, so we'll go with dark blocks. What else we got? These old stones. Some bedrock. And I shouldn't use any of Touche's blocks, which I still have a ton in my inventory. And we'll use metal.
Well, look who decided to show.
Well, look who decided to show. Oh, hey, Ace, what's up? Welcome in. So today, we're probably just going to be vibing, chilling, working on some terraform. So terraform is basically what I'm doing here. Building blocks to make land. I'm going to build outward. So I'm thinking like a big kind of castle in the sky type feel. This is very Dark Souls inspired, this map. And this isn't even something I'm building for a client or a game jam. It's more so just something I want to use to explore combat mechanics specifically. Think about a game that has you pushing rocks onto pressure switches. That's an idea. Kind of like the old platformers, like Zelda, for example. You would push a rock into place, it would click, and the door would open. So little puzzles like that, I think will be very fun. Maybe we can explore something like that. Very doable. So one thing to keep in mind is always your lighting. So like, it's not always apparent, but you can see the shadows here of my land. So because I picked this corner to start with, I can see the shadows are being cast from like this corner here. And so that being said, I want to try not to build in the air above this section. And I need to double check where the castle itself, like where its shadow might be. So with this section, you're actually supposed to be able to skip it like this, like how I just did. So we can actually see the castle is casting a shadow over here, which isn't a bad thing. It's just I need to play around it, you know? So we can see this entire section right now is cast in shadow. And I'm not going to choose a different lighting. I actually like this lighting. I think this is the sunrise. Heyo. But yeah, Maddox, if you'd like, we can maybe build something like that, just for testing. So holding down shift, I'm able to basically build in columns like this. Oh, and one of the other bosses I've invested in was this big boy. So I'm gonna have to make an arena where you fight him. Which, funny enough, will probably be where I've just placed him. So I'm gonna likely build around that. And then I want it to be concealed in a way to where when you spawn in, you can't see him. So like, if I were to load in right now, if I look over there, I don't want to be able to see any of that, obviously. So this will always be like my starting location. I've already decided on it. What the cars do? Oh, yeah. I might have this somewhere in the game. Probably not, though. I don't want to break any immersion. You know what might be fun is if we had, like, a road run boss. Like, so it's like a... Some guys just spawning cars. Tipsy. Come here. You guys want to say hi to Tipsy? She's scared. She knows I want to use her for clout. Ooh, so this little section here, I'll use as a floor to fight the boss. We'll give the outside of it some ridges here. Clouts. You know what, D-Electronics? Wait, isn't Clouts like an actual cat? I think that's from, like, Courage the Cowardly Dog. No, I'm thinking of something else. Do you guys remember Courage the Cowardly Dog? Oh, his name was just Cats. From Courage. That was a show ahead of its time. Oh, you mean my childhood nightmare? I mean, Courage was a vibe. Like, that show was a vibe. Definitely not for everyone. It had some adult themes in it. And yes, it had, like, some horror in it, too. Like, it was very, hit or miss for a lot of people. Especially kids. But my dad, that was his favorite cartoon, so we would watch it together. Oh yeah, last season was sad. Aw. That's the first time you hear that name in English, really. What was your guys' favorite cartoons? I think my actual favorite cartoon was Ed, Edd and Eddy growing up. Like, there was part of me that was like, I am each one of those characters. Like, I have the dumb Ed, I have my smart moments. And then, you know, I have my prankster moments, I don't know. Dark for sure, 100%. I don't know. I was always a fan of cartoons when I was younger. Even now that I'm older, you know, I'm watching anime all the time. For a while, I was, you know, glued to like regular show, Adventure Time, Rick and Morty. Yeah, I love so many cartoons. No favorites, huh, Cold Cuts? My favorite anime, Keeper Top Shot. Ooh, good question. Have you ever seen Fire Force? I tried to get so many of my friends to watch Fire Force. But that was my favorite. And they're coming out with a new season eventually. What else? I mean, I hate to admit it, but Demon Slayer, top tier anime. I mean, My Hero Academia, another top tier anime. Like, those are the shows that get your emotions boiling. And then they have their, you know, epic fights. You really feel for the characters. Demon Slayer, 100%. Yo, Vox Machina, let's go. Dexter's Lab, yep. OG, I knew you were gonna drop that. Love it. Samurai Champloo, really, Maddox? I would have never have pegged that as your favorite. Code Geass, nice, Cyber Dragon, good choice. I miss old Gundam shows, you know, like those mecha shows. My favorite Gundam show was Gundam G. Like, I always loved that idea of, like, every country had, like, a one Gundam, where it was like, we have this top tier pilot who is gonna best yours from, you know, Russia. And then, of course, the Americans was, like, a boxer. But yeah, Gundam G, that was one of my favorite shows growing up, too. Chin Chin? Oh, jeez. Black Clover! Good choice, Keeper Top Shot. I like that. Shaman King. Maddox, have you watched the new one? I actually watched one episode of the new Shaman King on Netflix. And it's actually pretty decent. They're going for like a JoJo vibe. Pretty decent. So right now I'm just kind of like building out this platform here, and it's good to always like load in and like look at it from, you know, wherever your character is going to be. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I don't want to know what that is, but if my character or I, you know, the player looked up and then I saw, it's like, oh wow, I get to explore all that? Happy days. That's what I imagine you would say. Cat Dog. Oh, Cat Dog was a classic. There's no favorites, just fond journeys. Why not both, Maddox? Why not both? Let's see, I'm gonna pick a different block here. Well, now my castle might be too wide, but we'll see. Dragon Ball Z, classic, Hunter x Hunter. I loved Yu Yu Hakusho. I always imagined myself as the Kuwabara guy with the sword. You're messy. Kuwabara was my favorite. I gotta work on some character like impersonations. Mangas. Ooh, mangas is a great. Like, it's crazy how fast some of these shows are popping them out. Like One Piece. How often is One Piece popping out manga? Patotina. Never heard of that one, Vox Machina. Tried at the end. Oh, Maddox. That just means you have to restart. So now I need to kind of block out the literal like rooms of my castle. So I gotta give myself some room here. There's not much American anime anymore, huh? It's all outsourced. As in, like, that's like our biggest import from Japan is anime. So I'm probably gonna build like a second tier to this castle. And I don't want it to be right here because, as we know, it's going to cast a shadow, which we can pull our spawn point over. And we can see where the shadow is hitting and what it's casting from. So I believe it's this entire section right there, blocking out the sun, quite literally, that we can work around and try to prevent. Like, maybe we can keep a little bit of the shadow, but right now there's too much. So I can remove bits and pieces of this. And then we'll drop back in. And now we can see Wizzy is standing in the light, as he should. All hail Purple Wizzy. From Dragon Ball, Mercenary Towel. Really, Maddox? Mercenary Towel. I'll have to search him real quick. I remember this guy. He's one of the classics from the original Dragon Ball. You didn't like Hercules? From Dragon Ball? Mr. Satan? Or it wasn't Mr. Satan? I always enjoyed his character. The comedic relief. Reminds me of him. There's no way those two are related, right? Samurai X. Ooh, Vox Machina. Attack on Titan, Soul Eater, Samurai Jack. Sword Art Online. Avatar? Does Avatar Cat? Is that an anime? I'm pretty happy with how this looks so far. I might put a gate right here so you don't fall off. There's also a little section down here. And a ladder in case you fall. But today, we're going to focus on this terraforming. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm building kind of like land. And then tomorrow, I'm going to work on a new boss mechanic. My Phoenix, I'm not too happy with the current mechanic. Because he's just kind of like spawning as an egg. And he's not even fighting back. So we gotta figure out how to improve on that. So let's work on that second tier of my castle now. So this is a good starting shape. You know, just blocking it out. And sometimes you just have to commit to a design. Take a look at it. We can see it's casting shadows over all this. But I like how the light hits it right here. So we kind of want to play with those ideas. So we can see like having this hole here, for example. And if we remove sections, more light will peek through. We can even kind of see it in the editor here. Oh look, you can even see the shadow where my cursor is. Helpful. So I might actually end up purchasing some more of the Dracula's Castle assets. Because a lot of those will work well for this type of game, where it's very Dark Souls inspired. So will we see the Kamehameha, says Vin? Ooh. I have not been keeping up with Dragon Ball as of like GT. I think I stopped watching around GT. Now they're like in space, having tournaments with aliens. When will it end? Never. I hope it never ends. Ooh, Ghibli. Have you guys seen Ranking of Kings? That's a new one on Crunchyroll. Very Ghibli inspired. Very beautiful anime. Highly recommend it if you like Ghibli style. It's got a great narrative, and the main character is deaf. So it's a little kid who's deaf. And so like it's a very crucial part of his character, but he has to like overcome a lot of challenges, and he's deaf. But yeah, Ranking of Kings. I kind of just want to watch anime with all of you now. So we'll have this kind of pit stop here, where the player will kind of step onto this windmill here. And this will probably be like a drawbridge, I think. So I might make a drawbridge asset, and I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. And so you have to do something specific to drop the drawbridge. What did I say, Maddox? I said lots of things. The anime I'm talking about is called Ranking of Kings. Save. I mean, I think the equipment, I don't know if it has any effect on those fights. If that's what you guys are doing. Which, by the way, do you guys want to fight a giant worm? So if you guys want to fight the boss, type !join space warrior, priest, or mage. So !join space warrior. Or !join space priest. Or !join space mage. You do have to type in the class with the join. I don't think I can add custom classes, but I can add custom bosses. Yeah, he'll pop up on screen. Sandworm. Good luck, fighters. Here, I'll move him out of my face. Get out of my face. So when it's your turn, you can type 1 in chat, you can type 2 in chat, you can type 3 in chat, or you can type the command. I'll even make this bigger so you guys can see better. Yoink. While I'm working. Yoink. Curious how this shadow works. Oh, I can't drive. No worries, D. D, I don't think you're in the fight, so don't worry, D. How's that fight going? Probably got eaten. Yeah, we fed you to the worm, D-Electronics. You're a tasty snack. Yo, Marley Man, what up, Hookah? Mr. Hookah. So I might use this space inside somehow. Was good, just hanging. Well, welcome back. Hanging out, having fun. What are you working on today? Or if just hanging out. So, since the game jam's over, I've kind of like got to realign my momentum. Because obviously, working 12 hours a day on the last like 3 days of the game jam. But now, it's Tuesday. I need to pivot all that creative energy. Get back to work. I may have gotten a full-time job, everybody. Can you still join the boss fight? I don't believe so. Cold cuts. But there'll be more. You know, it would be fun. I did this for Go West, because Go West had won one of our marbles races. We are going to have a marbles race after this fight, where you guys are fighting the worm. Whoever wins gets to tell me what boss to add next. Go West suggested the sand worm from Dune. And so we added the sandworm from SpongeBob. Because memes. So whoever wins our marbles race today, you're going to tell us what boss to fight next. Congrats on the job. Thanks, Cold Cuts. Is it with the Sandbox? Might be. Once I get past a certain point, I can tell you more. I don't think it's with official Sandbox, but it is with people you will know, you'll recognize. But that's all I'll say. Hey, Darking, what's up, dude? Welcome in. Thanks, Keeper Top Shot. Cyber Dragon knows too much. So if Cyber Dragon's still lurking, you can try and get beans out of him. Thanks, Wicked. Appreciate it. Because if they don't hire you, we will bully them. Don't bully the Sandbox. Don't do that. Heal. Ooh, getting started with that mech build, Marley man. Good luck, dude. What vehicle did you choose on? Select. I was if I were doing it, mine, I would have gone for the like a bulldozer. But instead, I kind of would rather just, you know, let the builders, the Vox editors do it. And I'm gonna stick to Game Maker just because I enjoy Game Maker more. I don't know. That's a me thing. You know what would be fun? Is I'm going to have like a skip. So you could technically skip all of this stuff on the left side of my map and jump using a series of platforms that is quite difficult to this boss fight over here. So you would skip a couple things. So I'm going to add some platforms. We're going to use tiles. But I think that's a neat idea. And so it's like a high risk, high reward type thing. Then maybe we can do some like cool like wall jumping. I might want to make some vines. And one thing we could do... Wow, you guys are obliterating this boss, by the way. One thing we could do is we could just browse through the store and just add things to our inventory in the marketplace. Because this game was never going to be sold, I can use some of the stuff people have made. Which might be fun. Electronics, don't use that command. Use an old build of an indie card concept. Yo, Marley Man, that sounds epic. Broke it down. Well, I look forward to seeing it, Marley Man. Hey, Can't You One, welcome in. I have never been able to say your name correctly. If you want to tell us how you pronounce it. Good morning, Bongali. Get some woos for Bongali. Search WSG. Cthulhu. Oh, that's true, Maddox. He might be fun to fight. Did you, like, name them WSG? I guess to make them easier to find. Well, if I ever get it super wrong, Can't You One, let me know. Oh, I see. So WSG was the name of one of your blocks. Very nice. Yeah, you got some cool blocks here. Oh, those are your numbers? You made those? Nice block numbers. Nice, nice. If you guys want to look through Maddox's inventory. You guys beat the boss. Well played. Yeah, the boss fights were epic. Hey, what's up, Yakioin? Wykion? Skadoosh? Okay, well. I'm glad you guys skadooshed on that boss. How about some Marblaze? You guys wanna take a quick Marblaze break? All about that gold, let's go. Yo, Vox Machina, you have that emoji. I think you were gifted a, what's up? Ekion. Ekion. I love it. You know what I can do, Ekion? Is watch this. And I can do this for any of you here in chat. I will tag you. And I'll tell Dorkbot to remind me every single time. So now whenever you pop in, Dorkbot will be like, hey, it's Ekion. So like, chance one, like I could do that too. Yay! And so if anybody wants a custom message when they pop in, we can add that. So this is going to be a fun prize today, everybody. One race. We're going to pick a long one. Whoever wins this race gets to pick the next pixel boss that I add to the stream. I can't point in the right direction because it's mirrored. Over there. So whoever wins this race can tell me what they would like to fight. Yeah, we'll play this one. Electronics with a D, says D Electronics. Well, electronics with a D. Make sure you type !play. You want a Halfd0rk boss? Oh, cold cuts. That's a good idea. And Maddox wants, can you have Dorkbot tell everyone that it's mad dicks? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do that, Maddox. You want to fight my neighbors? They're very loud. Vox Machina, I think we can arrange, like, do you know Hello Neighbor? Like that game, Vox Machina? A huge Stuart. Like Stuart the little mouse, the little rabbit. But yeah, I hope you guys have some interesting ideas. There's a website that I used to frequent looking for like cool stream avatars, first of all. Like I used to make, and I shouldn't be saying this, but I used to make custom pixel art for other people. And by saying custom pixel art, I mean I imported it from like GBA games. It's kind of ironic that I did that, you know, a couple of years back, and now I'm actually literally making voxel and pixel art.
And I love you, random citizen.
And I love you, random citizen. Hey, Noble, what's up, dude? So it's like GBA.
I play video games. I
Well,
promise. I'm
excellent
just
stuff.
gonna.
Yeah. I gotta find that website. I don't have it off the top of my head. Alright, we're starting the game. Everybody hop in, you got 20 seconds. Pump up the jams. Ooh, gotta spend it. Yeah, Dorkbot, that gold is for the avatar stuff down on the Twitch panels. Alright, we're off.
And I love you, random citizen.
Oh, who's gonna lead us? We've got Darking pulling ahead, followed by Ben. I am Bengali and cold cuts and cheese. Vox Machina plummeting to his death. Bye, Vox. Bengali now ahead of the pack by a sizable lead. Spins his way down into the funnel. Still spinning. Bengali's still way ahead. This is interesting. It's like a giant trident spitting Bengali out into the half pipe. Here's Mongali leading the pack still. Down into the volcanic rock. Followed by Cold Cuts and Cheese and D-Electronics. Still anyone's game. Over on this side, they spin up and are spit out. It looks like D-Electronics somehow hopped over into the middle track. Pulling ahead of everyone here. Now has quite the lead. D-Electronics. RD slowly catching up. Keeper Top Shot. Also on his way. It looks like OG Shakespeare took a new route. But D-Electronics is already near the finish line here. Makes his way past this very simple obstacle. It's about to be spit out into the finish line. Unless... Nope, that's all D right there. GG, D-Electronics. Because you're driving. That's why. Congratulations. Yeah, you were leading, now you're last. True. That's the way the cookie crumbles. First marbles one, really, D? Well, congrats. So, D, you get to pick our boss fight. So what are we fighting next? Tell us all about it. We'll play one more game of marbles. The next game will be for a creator coin. But D-Electronics gets to pick what pixel boss our little stream avatar guys get to fight. So just, you can give it some thought, D. There's no pressure. You don't have to pick one now. But I'll make sure to make a note of it. Huge Stewart. The rat, right? Like the mouse. Or do you mean like the guy from Mad TV? There's not a lot of Stewarts. Well played! Also, you're driving, so I don't want you typing so much. Please don't type too much. Oh, okay, great. The first Sandbox asset, that Stewart. Gotcha, dude. I'll have to find him. Let's see if we can search him. It's actually very dangerous to make the electronics type. So I remember it might be on OpenSea. Yeah, I'll look it up. Huge Stewart. And thanks for the clip, Maddox. Nice. So this guy here. Yo, that's actually a great idea. So thank you, D-Electronics. I'm gonna try my best to put this gorilla into pixel form so you guys can fight him. So he'll probably be a little bit more like static. But I think that will be very fun. That'll be a nice experiment. So we'll see what happens. Also, for the meme, should he be doing everything backwards? I remember, like, they were saying on the Game Show that he was, like, because he was the first asset, everything he did was backwards. I mean, that might be fun, but it also just might be weird to watch. Alright, we're gonna do one more marbles race. Let's try something we haven't done before. Death Alley, that sounds fun. Oh, so D-Electronics knows what's up. Everything backwards. Alright, we'll try it, D. So, exclamation point play if you guys want in. Zumzy, try one more time. I don't think it got you, Zumzy. Oh, there you are. You're in. You're in, Zumzy. But that sounds like a fun challenge, so I look forward to that one, D. Alright, so this is for a creator coin. Hey, Major Luria. What up? Knock, knock. You want in? Come on in. I'm hitting the button. 20 seconds, everybody. Yo, Dr. Strange, what's up? For Alicia, welcome. Mr. Merrick, VVox. The Chris. Good luck, everybody. Jose's here. What up, Jose?
I'm here to party.
Hey, Fearless, thanks for the follow. Alright, good luck, racers. First down the chute. We've got A's and Bin. It's quite a straight racetrack here. Whoa. A's got some major speed. Oh, see you, D. Giona also going way off. Hey, Giona. Didn't see you pop in. Doctor Strange and Major Luria. Vox Machina and RD way ahead of the pack. Let's go, Major Luria. Oh, Marley Man and Wicked both falling off. But Majo pulling ahead. Followed by Go West, RD, and Cold Cuts. Ooh, Cold Cuts speeding up. Don't fall off. What? There goes RD. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Vox Machina pulling ahead. What? RD. Oh, see you later. I don't know. This might be Vox Machina's race here.
My goodness, what an idea.
Why didn't I think of that? Oh, Majo, see you later. Nice try. Did I die? Yeah. A lot of you guys got stuck on stuff. Like Cold Cuts. I'm pretty sure you died. But why? GG's, Vox Machina. Well played. GG's. So Vox Machina, I'm sending you a creator coin later today. I know I owe a couple creator coins for those of you that won yesterday, as well as during the 12-hour stream. So like Dark King, I owe Zumzi, Noble, Karatros, Cold Cuts, and Wicked. I owe all of you creator coins. Jinxed! I'm sorry, A's, my fault. Tell you what, we're having fun. There's new folks here. Some of you didn't get to race. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Again, this is for a creator coin. So I'll explain what that means when we hop into the next race. I want to pick something we haven't done. I feel like we've done like all of them.
I'm sorry, Dave.
I'm sorry,
afraid
Dave.
I can't do that.
Gergs. This one's called Gergs Splashtastic Sea Venture. So I don't think we've done this one. No, thank you. Wow, this looks fun. Buckshot. Ooh, Cold Cuts. We'll do Buckshot next. Tomorrow. X-Max for play. Get in here. So, if you guys want to know what a Cold Cuts does, if you want to know what a creator coin does, you can add a meme to my stream. Like this one. Which we can add your name as a custom command to it. So Maxi is a great example here. So whenever Maxi pops in, he could type in exclamation point Maxi, all because he spent one creator coin. And that allows him to play a meme on my stream. And you're all forced to watch it and enjoy it. Yeah, this looks very fun, Maxi. They did a really good job with it. Water slide time. We got another one here.
Emotional
There's V. Do I have mine? So A's. It was used for the spin, I believe. That was a very special stream. Alright, we're starting it off. And yeah, Maddox mentions the artwork. So 5 of the creator coins gets you a custom NFT. Archiflu, good morning. Welcome in, Archiflu. Alright, we're down the racetrack here. Or I should say water slide. This looks fun. So we've got a green one. We'll see where Maxi's going.
How are you doing today?
Yo, what's up, Archie?
In the chat.
So Maxi has picked the green track, which winds around the bend. Over here, we've got the purple. Then on the other side, we have blue. Man, they all go different directions. It's hard to say who's going to pull ahead. But what is this mouth? It's like a fish. It's a shark. This is epic. Meanwhile, over here, we got this going on. There goes D, speeding on ahead again. Followed by Ikion. Wait, that's the finish line already? Well, D seems to have done it again. D, you've done it! Congratulations, D, on another creator coin. What a cool track. This was the coolest track I think I've seen yet. It's so unique. And like so fitting for the marbles style, you know? Look at these things. It's so cute. Oh, I should watch the race. Zoom, zoom! Can that be your meme clip? Yes! Anything! Within reason, Vox Machina. Baba Baloo? This is what Vox Machina wants. Sure, Vox Machina, we can have that. Why not? Hey, congrats D-Electronics on the win. Hey, we're gonna play one more race. That was over way too quick. But big W's to D-Electronics. Let's do one more race. This is literally the last one. Then we have to get back to work. I had fun. You had fun. We all had fun. This is gonna be buckshot. So Cold Cuts wanted some buckshots. See if we can find it. I can read fast. Yeah, there it is. Like closest to the bullseye. Yo, that's a fun one, Keeper Shot, Top Shot. We should try and find that one. So Archie Flew, you'll want to try again. Oh, there you are. You're in, Archie. Let's give it a try, everybody. Buckshot. Hey, Garnican, what's up? So I hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday. Thanks for joining me today. We'll probably be streaming about 30 more minutes today. By the way, yesterday, I shouldn't admit this, but we went 5 hours, and I had a meeting at 11 a.m. that I completely forgot about because I was streaming and having a good time, obviously. But I had a meeting that I had to reschedule. My internet died. No internet, why? Well, it says we've reconnected. I think we're back. I don't know. That happened like randomly, so I don't know what happened there. We might be back. If we disconnect again, I'm going to re. You guys ever seen a grown man re? No, I know what I said. Reeing helps you get all of the stress out. Yo, welcome back. My cat is going to be moved. I will remove her from this room if I have to. One moment, please, as I try to reconnect all my random garbage. I just have to tell Dorkbot, hey, it's okay. You can come back. You can reconnect, Dorkbot. It's fine. Yeah, my cat has been the cause of 2 disconnects. She's literally just playing with my curtain here. So I have a curtain behind me that she literally just knocked over. So thank you for that, cat. And that caused a series of unfortunate events. And then before, she had just kicked it and knocked it over. And I didn't notice until the stream was gone. So that's what happened there. Alright, well, Dorkbat's back online. And so now we can play some more marbles. You guys like marbles, right? Yo, King of Crypto, what up, dude? Is there a grown man on this stream? Cyber Dragon? There could be. I'm more of a man-child. I'm still growing. Your plugin's not working? No, Pogoli, I'm sorry. It's true. I think it's now working. It should now be working. There we go. So I had to wake Dorkbot back up. Alright, back to Buckshot. We need to do this race. We have to finish this race. Great show, thanks. Pogoli, King is the hacker man.
Hacker man.
Hacker man, king of crypto. So if you guys want to race, we need to get this race out of the way so I can go back to work. I'll probably be streaming another hour-ish. Maybe. But hop on in if you guys want to play. Thanks for sticking around. There's likely going to be more problems. If we disconnect again, I'm just going to say it right now. We are not coming back. I'm just going to take it as a sign that the universe wants me to not do whatever I'm doing right now. That's what signs are. But thanks everybody for watching, for hanging out, lingering. Thanks for loitering, everybody. I appreciate the loiters. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the start button. It'll be a short race. I think the record time up here is 50 seconds. We love you regardless. Thank you. And I love you, random citizen.
And I love you, random citizen.
No, I love my cat too. We're not getting rid of the cat. Alright, let's see it. Alright, we're off to a good start here. Ooh, OG Shakespeare first to drop to the bottom. Followed by A's. Oh, King of Crypto, keep your top shot. A's, Bongali. Anyone's game still. This is a quick one. This is, in fact, the bullseye round. So let's see who gets closest to the mark. First up's going to be King of Crypto here. Getting a little boosty boost here. Yoink. That's pretty close. That's a good bullseye. Followed by Keeper Top Shot A's. I am Bogali. Shakespeare. Who's the closest? Looks like A's is the oh my gosh, the electronics. We can't let D win so many. Should I ban D? Should I put D in timeout? Well, congratulations. No more. That's enough marbles for one day. Nope, sorry, Go West. That was just a reward for everybody who wanted to play. Should suspend him. 3 in a row. I can't see, says D Electrons. But thanks for playing. We are going to continue now in the Game Maker. Thank you for asking, Mejo. So that's going to be the rest of our stream today. Thanks everybody for playing with marbles. We're going to be terraforming, as well as working on Game Maker mechanics. We'll probably be streaming for like 30 minutes to an hour. We'll see. One second. But where we last left off was I was building like this little kind of like hop, skip, and jump platform. And so we're just going to play through it real quick. And so the player might look over and be like, oh, there's a shortcut. Will I be able to make it? And if I can do this on the first try, it's not hard enough. And yeah, we gotta make it harder. But I'm gonna have like a ladder here, maybe like a series of jumps. So there's like a parkour course that one could do. Parkour! Can you recommend a game from the maker, says Mejo? Form that terra, sir. Thank you, Queen. And welcome in, Queen and King. Appreciate you guys. If he wins, we riot. Nope, no riots here, can't she? If you have a recommendation, I would love to hear it, Mejo. But for the moment, I am focused on this project, which is my own making. So I made these here. You might be wondering, hey, why do you have 6 weapons all lined up? And I'm going to demonstrate what these do. So when we spawn in, you'll notice that there's this like green platform rotating between them. And so that green platform is basically going to decide on which weapon we get when we talk to this weapon rack. So when I interact with this weapon rack, we can see it destroyed the green lightsaber, causing it to spawn in front of me. And so we basically get one free like legendary weapon to begin the game with. And so the rest of the game, they'll likely be like set like treasure chests and stuff. I might even do the same idea where it's like each treasure chest has like a randomized loot. That actually sounds pretty fun. What do you guys think? So like this, instead of a weapon rack, for example, I could do treasure chests that have randomized loot. Each one would have like a weapon or a helmet or a body piece. I'll need to collect some more body pieces, helmets and stuff though. Right now I have like 2 different arm pieces, 1 leg piece, 2 different head pieces. Also, where's my Get Good headpiece? The Get Girl. My Josephina disguise. Random loot for the win, right? Hey, Ben, thanks for popping in, dude. Have a great day. But yeah, I like this idea. I might even have like a, ooh, you know what'd be fun? Is what if we had this as like a timed event? So I might set this up now because we're thinking about it. It sounds like a cool idea. But like, you click a switch that's hidden here inside one of the walls. Maybe I'll put it right here. And then when you click that switch, it's going to spawn these platforms here. And these platforms are going to kind of like tick and maybe even like rotate. And so they'll be on a timed event that we have to make our way all the way across and jump up on this. I actually like this idea a lot. So we're going to try and make that. I think that's a cool use of our time today. How to lock the inventory, asks A's. So, A's, global settings top left says D Electronics. Let's take a look. I'm unsure if you can lock it. I know if you use a custom avatar model, you will kind of be locked into whatever stats that custom avatar has. So for example, I can make you play as Halfd0rk. And then it prevents you from dealing specific amounts of damage. So then what I'll do is I'll spawn like a test dummy. This guy will just kind of reset every time we kill him. Yeah, I think the custom avatar D is what would do it. So right now, I can deal 15 damage to him. Let's see if this works. And so now I'm dealing less damage. Interesting. With a sword. So 11 damage, 11 damage, 11 damage. Even with a weapon, so the Giant Slayer, for example, I'm still doing 11 damage. So if you set it to a custom avatar, rather than the player's avatar, that would prevent them from dealing damage they shouldn't. So, for example, we're back to player's avatar. I'm dealing 9 damage, 18 damage, 12 damage, 12 damage, 12 damage. So my weapon is dealing a fair bit of damage now. So I want this on reset. So yeah, the custom avatar kind of locks the damage. So here's the Giant Slayer. I'm doing 19, 19, 19, 19. I switch to the green Blaze Saber, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And then just to recap that example, custom avatar, Halfd0rk NPC. I'm locked to 11. So 11, 11, 11. I'm equipping the Giant Slayer, which we saw was 19, 11, 11, 11, 11. Cool. So that would mean I want the player, and for my specific game, I want the player to bring their own loot, and if they don't have their own loot, I want them to be picking up from the weapon rack or picking up from a treasure chest, for example. But for now, we're going to have a different mechanic in mind for what we're going to do next. We're going to use a button. So I'll use a random number pad. Doesn't matter which one. But I kind of want this like secret. And you guys here are kind of, you can make like a note like, oh, there's a secret here. But like if you walk up to this corner, for example, and you hit this number pad, you'll hear a click. And so it's going to be a button that sends out a message. Platform. We'll do secret. That platform. .1. So it's sending out that message, and it's going to spawn all of these little guys right here. And we might even be able to hear a sound. So I'm going to turn on the sound real quick so we can listen. Because I don't want there to be a visual like click. I would rather there just be like an audible click. which I believe buttons do, but instead I can have it, if it doesn't, I can literally just add it. So to add a sound effect, you'll go to Components, Play Sound, Sound to Play, we'll do a click. And it's going to be on Player Interact. We'll do a 3D sound, that's fine. And so that click is going to spawn in all of those cool platforms on the other side. We'll hear what the other click sounds like. There are two different clicks. Where's the tutorial to create boss monsters? I did say that was what we were going to do, huh? So this map is going to be that. This map is my boss monster map. So all this week, if you keep, you know, returning Kenshi, that's what we're going to be working on. Today, we got a little bit distracted, I'll say. Today I worked on terraforming, so I made the platforms that the bosses are going to be fighting. So that makes a click sound. I like the other one a little bit more, actually. And so that's going to spawn these platforms here. So what I'll do is I'll have each of these be respawned in. So they're all going to have a specific kind of spawn point. So this will be secret platform SP1. This will be SP2. This will be SP3. SP4. SP5. And SP6. 6. SP7. So we're only gonna have 7, and then we're gonna duplicate one of them, bring it over here, delete the tag, add a component, and each one of these is going to be waiting for that secret platform message, and it's going to respawn them to tag with a negative delay. This will make it instant. Responseful asks, how long roughly do you think it'll take to fix a 3D viewer so we can download the NFT files if it's a collection of 10K? I'm unsure if I'm the right person to ask Responseful. Are you trying to make something in the Sandbox specifically? You're trying to fix a 3D viewer. Maybe someone here can ask or can help you. Alright, so each of these platforms, we're going to make 7 of them, are going to respawn at one of the tags we just made. And they're all going to respawn when that message goes out, the one that we just attached to this little button here. And so, these platforms, we're going to have them respawn, and I'm going to duplicate it 7 times. Each one of them is going to have a different tag. So now we can see inside the health component, we'll do SP1, do SP2, this will be SP3, and this, you know, is just like a cool parkour thing I wanted to add, just because we thought of it.
Parkour, parkour!
Parkour, parkour! And maybe we can work on a little bit of boss mechanics too, before we end today's stream. And then lastly, I'm going to hide all these and remove collisions from them and rotate them. So we can look now and we can see that we don't see our respawn points at all. Oh, 24, welcome in. Good morning, dude. What up? But when I click this button, it's going to cause all of our platforms to spawn So now I have a little parkour course that will be secret. It'll be a hidden button. Whoop. And so this button I'm going to hide, so only you guys know about it. And this ladder will then have climbable component. So we can climb up it and then make our way downtown. So I thought that was cool. Box Edit is mainstream? I think that's a win if you're thinking Box Edit is mainstream. Wanted to be a little different. But anyways, when we upload the metadata to the blockchain, it didn't file them as OBJs. Interesting. GLTF responsible, I think, is the file type you're looking for, is a GLTF. Because if I recall, on OpenSea, all of the Sandbox assets are GLTF. O24, who just popped into chat, actually has published or minted several 3D models. He might be a good person to ask about this. Okay, so boss mechanics. This is something we're going to be working on throughout the week. So I'm curious if anyone has ideas for a phoenix. So this egg here, I kind of want to have it fall from the sky after we shoot the bird down. So there's going to be like a bird flying up here. So we're going to make a platform here to demonstrate. So I'm going to have a bird that's going to be flying around, aka our phoenix. Which I made just a kind of like a starter phoenix, if you will. So this phoenix is going to be flying around. We'll give him a bird behavior. And we're going to have him spit fireballs at us. This egg is not going to respawn yet. But what we'll do is what will happen is the egg is going to have its own unique death message. So if we look at it, it's waiting to be destroyed. So when the player breaks it open. Nice ad. No, Archer flew. I'm sorry, Archer flew. I found out, I looked into this. Apparently, I can't do anything about ads unless I time them specifically with my own breaks. Like if I go to the bathroom, I can run an ad, for example. Twitch will always run ads unless you're subscribed. If you guys are subscribed, you don't get any ads on my stream. Yeah, responsible. Flappy Bird game went pretty well. You can find it on like page 26. It's called Sandy Bird. We might play through it at the end of the stream. Yeah, go west. So I was looking into this. Also, 9A7A, welcome in, dude.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. You are not a Jedi yet.
But yeah, go west. You can turn off ads. However, Twitch will always roll, they're called pre-roll ads. So it's like every 30 minutes, you're given like one ad. But if you're subscribed, so because you're subscribed, I have it turned off to where you will get no ads, Go West. Yeah, so Go West, I'm talking like a new viewer pops in, or like Archerflu, who is not currently subscribed. They're still going to get advertisements here on Twitch, which sucks. Like that's terrible. I don't like that. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to have a bird flying around. The bird needs to be killed based on, like a ballista. You guys know what a ballista is? Did anybody make a ballista? It costs money. And it has no animations. And they want $60. I might make a like a giant crossbow. Let's see if anybody made a crossbow. Wait, this is perfect. Except there's some Z fighting going on. Does it have animations? And it has an animation. That's actually perfect. I'm going to add it to my inventory. Ooh, this one's nice too. How large is it? It's equipment. So I want a big arrow. Like a... Ooh, nobody's really made an arrow? That's wrong. That can't be right. Somebody had to. There we go. But I can't add it. I need an arrow. A trebuchet. 9878. I mean, that is the preferred siege weapon. A bloody arrow. Sure. Better than nothing. There's a Robin Hood arrow. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so I've added 3 things to my inventory. These are all free from the marketplace. People have published these to use in their own games, but I get to use it because I'm not trying to sell this experience. I'm not trying to put this into a game jam. So what's going to happen is I have to save, leave the game, come back in for it to show up in my inventory. For example, if I type in arrow right now, nothing's going to show up. Oh, you sometimes get ads? Really, Go West? So those are the pre-roll ads then. Oh, responsible. So you're looking for the games. So that will be in the create section of the Sandbox website. So you'll want to go from the Sandbox website to the create tab, and you can download the game maker. So it uses your same login information to jump into this software. So I am using the game maker to literally build games, but you can go to the drafts gallery here and you can play games like Coin Rush. This was made by Woke Zombie, a friend of ours. Or you can find my game, which is page 26 right now. Sandy Bird. You can play that. Tell me what you think. But for now, I'm working on the Iron Gauntlet. This is going to be my Dark Souls inspired game. A voxel assistant. That'd be nice. Maddox, those are some good ideas. Those are some hot takes. I want a voxel assistant. So now we can find our arrows. We can take a look at them. So that looks like a weapon. That's a literal weapon. This one also seems to be a weapon based on its pivot point as well as its placement. So you can see that might be like an arrow in the head specifically is what it says in the description. So we can take a better look. I like the equipment arrow a little bit better. But again, what we can see here... Oh, the pivot point's actually not bad for that. So we'll use this Robin Hood arrow, which appears to have, like, see how it's floating in the midair? And I'll place it and it drops it to the ground. It's a little bit strange. That tells me that it might be a weapon. So I'm going to look here. It is in fact a weapon, which might cause some interesting collisions when I'm trying to use it to like shoot the bird in the sky, which right now is kind of flying a little bit too high. Maybe what we'll do for this particular boss fight is I'll have the Wizzy tell you, hey, climb to the top of my tower. So I'm climbing. You know, make it to the top. I have to make it climbable. And then you have to shoot down this bird. And when you shoot down the bird, it's going to spawn this egg. The player then has to run up, slash the egg, cutting it open, revealing a new Phoenix inside of it, which will fight you in melee. Maddox, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna ask for assets. In fact, I would love to make it myself. But for now, just for testing, I wanted to use something quick from the marketplace. So that's why I added those things. But I appreciate the willingness. That means a lot. So thank you, Maddox. But yeah, this is just for testing. I want to try and make this work. So we had a crossbow, I believe. Yeah, crossbow tower. Wow, this is much smaller than I thought it would be. So I'm going to make this climbable. And so when we get to the top, we want this to be spawning arrows in the direction of our Phoenix. So we'll see if we can set that up. That's going to make it an asset spawner. However, we don't want it to be an asset spawner because we want to use the animations on this crossbow. We want it to attack.
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
VoxMaga, how can I give away this? Do I need to mint it first? Let's take a look. Give it away. Give it away now. So taking a look. This is Vox Machina's creation. To mint it, Vox Machina, you need to have joined the Creator Fund as a Vox Edit artist, which is very hard to do right now. If you can wait a month or two, catalysts and gems are going to start being accessible to the public. The process isn't clear yet, but with a catalyst, which holds gems, and then up to 4 gems. So 1 gem makes it a common asset. We can take a look here. If you have 2 gems inside of 1 catalyst, it makes it a rare asset. And if you have 3 gems or 4 gems, so 3 gems would be an epic asset, which appears to be 50 in an epic, and a legendary appears to be up to 5. And ideally, the price of your asset is going to scale depending on how many gems are inside of it. Yeah, 200 for a rare. So just to finish that thought, you cannot currently mint it on the marketplace, Vox Machina, until you have catalysts and gems, which have not been given to the public yet. If you're part of the Creator Fund, they give you catalysts and gems. If you want it in the sandbox, that is. If you just want to mint it as is, you know, just as an art piece, you can do that through OpenSea. No problems. All right, so this is going to have a toggle behavior. And we're going to literally, every time we hit a certain message, so we want it to be an interact. I wonder if interact will work. So I'll go ahead and move my spawn point here so we can test it better. So the toggle does in fact work, and it does the attack animation. So if you're spamming it, which I believe the player is going to do anyway, whether I want them to or not. What the? We want it to play that animation. And we're going to have another asset respond to that same interaction. So what we want is, instead of putting the interact on this toggle, we're going to have we'll say a sign. That when the player interacts with, this sign is going to be invisible. But when the player interacts with it using a speaker component, it's going to send out the message, Ballista fire. We'll have a very short delay. If you type in a decimal, it will automatically accept the decimal, but it appears to round it. It does still register as a decimal. So with Ballista Fire, a couple things are going to happen. We're going to have the toggle behavior. In fact, we're going to make it to where the animation fully plays. So we'll do ballista.fire. And then we're going to have a timer that goes off that says ballista.off. And so our sign here is basically sending out that message, ballista.fire. We're going to have a timer based on a health component. I prefer health components because I can adjust them a little bit easier. But you could also use a platform and a detector if you wanted to. But it's going to wait 1 second after the ballista.fire goes off to then send the ballista.off, which will be received by our ballista. So we want to tag it. And we'll hide the health bar so we don't see the name of this number pad. And lastly, we'll add the ballista tag to the ballista. So now, when we touch the sign, it fires an arrow. And then after 1 second, it makes it loop again. The main thing we need to be worried about, I would say, is if the player is looking at this ballista, it appears to kind of like rotate left and right. And that gives the impression that it is aiming left and right. So I definitely want to recreate this ballista. And I will. And I'm going to remove that default idle animation. Very cool gadget here, though, that this person made. Time to take over the world, Dine. If you insist. But what we can do is we can set up a series of gadgets that are, or not gadgets, but number pads that are spawning an arrow, which we have also added to our inventory. So we'll do number pad. So one is going to be spawning the asset. The other number pad in front of it is basically going to act as a momentum trigger. So when you have an asset in front of the spawning asset, it's going to propel it forward using physics. So using the physics inside of this game to our advantage. So this particular number pad isn't going to do anything, but the one behind it will be spawning based on that same ballista fire message. It's going to specifically wait for the ballista fire. And we need a delay. We'll do a 0.9 delay. The tags are going to be arrow. Components, we want... I don't think we need anything for a component. Not at the moment. We do want a plant. And there's a reason why we want the plant. It's because it's easier to kill. So, like, if my arrows land over here, I don't want them to just kind of, like, clutter the ground. Because, you know, the player would then spawn way too many arrows. So I want to set up a way to remove those arrows. So I'll use a message broadcaster that will destroy arrows. So it's going to send out the kill message specifically to any tags arrow. And it's going to send that message every time the player hears the ballista off. So we'll watch those arrows fly for a second. I might not be fast enough, but we'll see. So we'll also give those arrows health. So that way if they hit the ground, and by ground I mean like the negative floor underneath the land, they should also die. So that being said, all of this looks great. I want to give it collisions and gravity. Let's just see what happens. So right now they're spawning in front of my number pad. You can actually see the arrows spawning above the number pad. And so this tells me that our weapons aren't going to work that well. The arrow that we found. So I'm going to try a ball instead. So I'm just trying a different asset. So now we're getting a little bit of momentum here. So lastly, I want this bird that when it gets hit by a ball, or I guess, you know, an arrow in this case. So it's going to detect an entity, specifically the arrow. When it detects the arrow, so within a particular range, we want to give the player some give. And for testing, I'll give it more give. But when that happens, we want it to receive damage. So we'll do Phoenix hit, which is going to send that message out, which will then be received by another message broadcaster. That will deal damage equals 500, specifically to our Phoenix. And that's going to be when the Phoenix hit message is received. So this guy has a Phoenix tag. I want to make sure nothing else has the Phoenix tag. We're good. So for now, my ball kind of goes in a very specific direction. So just for testing purposes, I'm going to place my bird in its line of sight. And try and hit it as best as I can. The bird, I'm actually going to remove the speed. I'm just going to have him stationary. So we can see now that when I hit the bird with this object, it destroys it because the ball is being detected. Yeah, that pivot point was not helpful at all, 9A. Great, so now that we know that I can hit the bird, I want to be able to hit him from a distance, so all the way over here. That's the idea. So we gotta try and tweak those settings a bit. But you guys get the impression now of what I'm trying to do. It's pretty cool, right? So this is a boss mechanic that I had in mind. And yeah, this is the Phoenix boss fight. So it's going to take a lot of tweaking in order to get it right. But very fun, I think. So I might try a different object now. I'll try the AC motor. You know, typical Dark Souls items. Cool. But yeah, now you guys have an idea of what this boss fight will look like. I hope you get a chance to play it in the near future. Thank you everyone for watching. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Squigglyverse is live, so we're going to go raid Squigglyverse. Squigglyverse! Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties today. I can literally blame it on my cat. My cat did all of it. Yo, 24. Thanks, O24, for the bits. Mr. Golden Boy. Always fun shooting things. Yeah, looking forward to it. So I'll be making those custom assets likely tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching.
That it drives me nuts. Like, yes, I don't want to be shilled to
See ya.
Of all these random projects that you have in your bag. that
Aw,
you
thanks,
wanna
Queen of Crypto.
buy into so that you can sell and make
Thanks
money.
everybody.
But like, if you're working
Always
on
nice to see you.
something
Thanks, Kanchi.
it's your passion, like, I want to hear about it, and so does everyone else. Like, you're doing I think that